We finally got the long-awaited state of play, and it was just alright in my opinion. It's basically the normal standard of a state of play where it's a smaller showing that's not on the level of a showcase, but it's not too bad either. First off, Concord was finally shown off, which surprised me cause I was expecting this game to be delayed due to us having almost zero footage and its release date being this year, but it's nice to be proven wrong. We were shown a cinematic trailer that gives off a bit of a Guardians of the Galaxy vibe, which is great for me because I like them. Plus the setting looks interesting. I also wonder how far they will go with developing the characters cause the developers of this game have confirmed that they will release regular content once the game is released to build on the characters, which is a nice idea. So it might seem like I'm glazing this game quite a bit, but the rest of the things about this game don't have me too excited yet. The whole premise of it is a 5v5 PvP shooter, so something like Overwatch. It's not my favorite genre, but I don't really mind it. I can see why some people aren't too excited about this because many are sick of these types of games, and we are getting another big one this year, which is Marvel Rivals. In fact, it was shown off in this very event. But this is not too big of a deal, at least for me, cause it's just a different take on the genre like many others do, like the tons of third-person single-player games that are coming out every single year. The gameplay looks alright, but it's not enough to make me feel excited about this game. I think I need to see a bit more of the gameplay to be completely sold on this since they only showed a small snippet of it, but I will still look out for this cause I like some aspects of it. Next up, we got confirmation that God of War Ragnarok will be coming to PC and is done by Jetpack Interactive. That makes me a bit worried about the state of the game when it launches because whenever Sony doesn't get Nixus to do their PC ports for them, it tends to release in a broken state. Hope I'm proven wrong on that point though. Another thing that's bad news for the PC gamers is that you will need to create a PlayStation account to play this game, which is a bit bonkers to me. This is a single player game, so I don't see why Sony made it necessary to create a PlayStation account to play this. Dynasty Warriors is not really my thing, but the trailer looked decent and I hope it's a good time for fans of that series. Infinity Nikki also really isn't my thing, but I like the art style quite a bit and the game looks decent. Ballad of Antara is a game that I'm definitely intrigued by. It's a fantasy RPG, which is one of my favorite genres. The character designs, the world, and the setting look very decent and unique. They did not show much of the gameplay, but from what I've seen so far, it looks smooth and enjoyable. You will also be able to play this game as a co-op experience, which is neat. I definitely will be looking out for this game in the future. After that, we were shown 2 VR games that look decent enough. I don't know, I can't really comment on VR games since I don't play them, but it's nice to see PlayStation still supporting their VR platform. After that, we were shown more of Marvel Rivals and more characters like Venom. The game looks just alright, but I don't know if I'm really convinced yet. This is because the gameplay doesn't look much better than Overwatch, and it should be since it's releasing 8 years after that game came out. The same thing can be said for Concord. Where Winds Meet looks like another decent open world RPG as the gameplay looks sharp and responsive. The art style is great as well and the setting is interesting. Might be another one to look out for as well. Until Dawn is getting a remaster and I'm slightly optimistic about it. This is because they took off the fixed camera view so it could change how the game is played. It makes it feel less of an effortless remasters that we have been seeing quite a bit in this generation. I definitely would have preferred to see an announcement of a remaster of an even older game though, cause Until Dawn is not that old. I never played Path of Exile before, but it looks interesting and I hope the fans enjoy. Next up, we were shown more of Silent Hill 2 and I gotta say it looks like a decent improvement on the previous trailers. The atmosphere is much better and the gameplay looks slightly better as well. I hope they improve the movement though cause it doesn't look like the best. It's coming out in October 8 and I hope it's decent at least for the Silent Hill fans. Monster Hunter Wilds looks like a treat for the fans of the series and I definitely like to give it a go someday. The setting looks great and I bet it would be a fun co-op experience just like the previous Monster Hunters. And finally, we have my favorite game of the event, Astrobot. I really enjoyed Astro's Playroom as it was a fun platformer that also revisited PlayStation's history. It's great to see that they are not ignoring this game and are instead creating a full-fledged game. Apparently, Astro will be exploring 6 different galaxies with 80 different levels where he looks for his missing crewmates. He will have 15 new abilities like him having a bulldog that assists in combat and twin frog gloves that allows him to punch enemies from a distance. There will also be about 17 new enemy types with some bosses along the way. How they deal with the controller will be similar to how it worked in Astro's Playroom, with even more variety thanks to Astro's new abilities. So yeah, you can tell they are going all out and it's coming out in September. I really hope this sells millions of copies because we need more unique platformers like these on the market. Plus, everyone has been wanting PlayStation to return to their roots with games like Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, and if this does well, it could send a message to Sony that we want more games like this on the market. I'm genuinely looking forward to this and I'm excited to see how they are going to expand on the things they achieved in Astro's Playroom. The only sad thing about this Astro announcement though is that they did not mention PSVR 2 at all, and this game could have been perfect for that. But besides that, I'm still excited for this. So yeah, the State of Play had a little bit of games for everyone, but I can get why many are still disappointed. It's because we were expecting a showcase but we got a smaller State of Play instead. Plus, many are eager to see more from PlayStation Studios and what they are planning for 2025 and beyond. Now we will have to wait till the second part of the year for that information, as this show was mostly for games coming out this year. On top of this, we were shown 2 hero shooters that the general gaming community is quite sick of, so it brought the whole quality of this State of Play down. Still, there were some games that saved it like Astrobot, Monster Hunter Wilds, and Where Winds Meet, at least in my opinion. This was also a really typical State of Play with only a few standouts and most of the games looking quite average. I really hope we get a showcase at the end of the year that shows more of what PlayStation first party studios have planned, cause we need to see what they have for 2025 onwards. So how do you guys find this State of Play? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below, and with that being said, this has been 2367 Ruben signing out.